Hello guys and welcome back to the ZeroDay. In this video I am going to be showing you how to hack Git directories in websites. So I am going to be showing you different techniques which we are going to be using on this Try Hack Me's box, which is called Git Happens, and we are going to be completing this box together. Let's start. So first thing first, you have to connect to Try Hack Me's VPN, which I already did, and then start the box. So once we start the box, we can copy the target IP address and run a quick port scan against it. So we are going to be using nmap, so sudo nmap tacsc tacsv tacvv for verbose, which will tell us if the server is running Windows or Linux, tac OA, and then I'm going to be calling my scan just a simple name for our scan, and then our IP address. And this scan is going to take some time to run, and I have already ran it. So here's my scan. I can look at scan.less scan.nmap, and we can see that there's actually only one port open, and it's port 80. If you don't know, the TTL tells us if the target is running Windows or Linux. So our target is running Linux because the TTL is 63. If TTL is 63 to 64 or something like that, it's going to be Linux. And if the TTL is 128, it is going to be Windows. And our nmap scan actually tells us that there's a Git repository found, and this repository is on /git. What we have to do on this Try Hack Me's box is we have to find the super secret password. So first of all, I'm going to be going to this website on port 80 and looking what it has to offer first. So it is just basic login page. I can just test the login, and it does nothing probably. I can look at the page's source code, but there's nothing. And as our box is called Git Happens and our nmap scan showed us that there's a .git folder, we are going to be assuming that this is about .git folder or directory hacking. So let's go to the /.git and check it out. So we can see that there is all of these files. These are all Git files, and I am going to show you how to actually dump these into your local box and perform some scans against them and find out if they are vulnerable, or if they are running something that they should not be, or if they have commits that were published and should not have been published. So before we actually clone this .git directory, I want to tell you about this tool that I found. This tool is not going to be working on this website. For me, I don't know, maybe it does work for you, but it works for me on other websites if I am doing, for example, bug bounty or things like that. It's really useful for finding .git folders. So this extension is called .git. We can basically go to Firefox or Chrome, it's an extension, and just type in .git extension. And we can click on this link, and you can add this to your Firefox, or if you're running Chrome, you can add this to your Chrome from this Chrome Web Store website. And if you're running like recon against your target, it is going to show you if there are any Git folders, or you can even configure in settings, so it shows you .svn, .hg, .env, and folders like that shouldn't be exposed to the public. And yeah, this is how I actually find .git directories when I'm doing bug bounty. And moving on to actually dumping this .git folder, I am always using this super good tool on GitHub, and it's called Git Dumper. So I'm going to be typing Git Dumper GitHub. Let's see, I think it's this one. Yes, it is this one. So let me go back to git dumper. And it is really basic to install, but you have to go to virtual environment on your box. So to create virtual environment, you have to type in python 3-m, then v, and then v, and it will create virtual environment in your in the folder that you're in. So I can see that there's venv folder created. I can type in source ./venv/bin/activate, and it's going to be activating the virtual environment. We can see that it's activated here. And now I'm going to be installing this tool by typing this command pip install git dumper, and then press enter. It will install relatively quickly, and then let me run git dumper against this website. So I'm just going to copy this website, and first I'm going to create git folder. So make dir git, and then here's empty git folder, and just type in git-dumper, and then type in the URL that you want to dump. And I believe it will not work with the slash, but I'm not sure. And then the folder where you want to dump your git folder in, and then type in enter, and then it will dump this git folder really quickly into this folder, right? So what we have is just this website. It's index.html. Let me see what's in it. And this is probably just that website that we were in earlier. So here's username. So we probably type in username, password, and it's a static website because it's .html. But what we don't see is that .git folder, because it has dot in front of it, so it's invisible. What we can do is cd into that .git folder, and we can see all of the things that that website had in its Git directories, right? I'm going to be using a tool called Gitkraken to actually enumerate this Git folder, and it's really good. I think it's pretty new because I haven't seen anyone use it, and it's recommended by a lot of hackers to enumerate GitHub. It's probably your personal choice what you will use. You can use Gitcola, but it's a really good tool that I used a lot. So to install it, basically just go to Gitkraken, and it types in with K, right? Then you can click on download Gitkraken desktop free, and then download this .deb if you're running Parrot or Kali Linux like me. Then when you download .deb file, you can basically just type sudo apt install / and gitkraken.deb, and it will install for you. I have already installed it. So to run it, just go to your .git folder and type in gitkraken. It will ask you to log in with your GitHub account. I've already logged in, and let's wait for it to run. You can press on open repo and then browse, and then go to tryhack where your Git folder is saved. And you must show hidden files, and then there's this .git folder, and select it, and it will open this beautiful graphical user interface for your GitHub repo and that GitHub directory that you're looking at, right? So now we can see that there were quite a few commits to this GitHub repo, or this GitHub directory that we were looking at. And to enumerate it, we can just click on any commit, like this update.git CI YAML. This is commit message, right? And we can see what was modified in this commit. So the thing that was modified is .git.-ci YAML, and the thing that was added is these lines of code or something like configuration. This is not interesting to us, but we can just keep looking at everything that was in this folder. Right, now let's see. This doesn't look really interesting because I'm looking at these messages on the right side. I believe this should be something. Let me see, because they want me to use something called SHA-512, so it's hashing algorithm. Let's see. This was a commit. In this commit, we don't really see anything too interesting, I don't think. Oh, never mind. I think I missed. There's something called password hash, right? And the username is admin, and this is their password hash. And if we can see commit message that they want me to use something called SHA-512, it's probably not that hardly encrypted and not that hardly crackable. We can go just to the website called CrackStation, which is a website for cracking hashes, and we can see if this hash was already cracked at any moment. I'm going to click on I'm not a robot and crack hashes, and we got unlucky because this hash seems unknown. We can also look to CyberChef, and in CyberChef we can input this hash, and I always use this magic feature which tries to automatically detect, but I don't think that we are managing to crack this successfully. Let's see, is this saying anywhere how is it hashed? I don't think it says. We can also go to the internet and just try to type in this hash, and we can see this could have been encoded in MD5, and let's see, I don't think it's the right hash, and I think it's the same thing, so we are going to be moving on to the next commit. And the next commit, which has a comment, is called hopefully security will be happy. Let's check out this commit, and let's go to index maybe. And as we can see, there is an admin password disclosed in this commit, which is called "this is a super long secure password," and we probably didn't crack it because it was a actually pretty secure password. And what we can do is copy change lines, and then we can go to our, let me go to VI and just paste this lines, and we can copy this is a long and secure password, which is probably our admin's password, and let me copy it really quick, right? And let's try to submit this super secret password to TryHackMe's room. Submit, and we get a congratulations, you've completed this room, and this is how to solve Git happens. And now I'm going to be showing you another way how we can actually exploit this Git without using Git Kraken. Let me first try to log in with admin and then this password. Will it do something? Probably not, because it's a static page. Yep, and login doesn't work. And another thing that I like to do with Git repositories, especially if they're If they are not big, I like to just use my terminal and use git commands. So the first command that when we are in .git folder, we can type in git log, and we can see all of these commits that happen and which we already saw in Gitkraken. So this is basically just the same thing, and there are more. And I am just going to extract only these commit numbers, which we are going to be using with Xargs to basically show all of these commits. So I am going to do grep commit. Yep, we only see these commits and we don't need this initial. So grep -v initial with capital I, and these are all of the commits. Now I'm going to be using set to actually only extract these values. So I'm going to replace commit and space with just an empty string and the set command, and we only have these values. And I am going to feed these values with Xargs to git show, and we will only see all of these commits and what was done on each of these commits, right? So this is the first commit that we checked. It's not important. The second one is not important as well. But this is just a quick way to actually look at the Git commits. If the Git repository is not large, we can just scroll and probably will find. Yep, you see this password hash that we tried to crack but weren't successful with. And then if we scroll down even more, this is just some obfuscated code that we haven't seen. This is something as well that we haven't checked. And yep, we can see this is a long and secure password. And yeah, this is how we can actually check the Git folder with our terminal only. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something about Git and how to actually hack it. And it was really fun recording this video for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.